INFJ are known for their calm, imaginative and gentle nature, but sometimes they can become extremely vengeful and plotting. For an INFJ, revenge is a dish that can take years to prepare. They use their people skills to get inside information, they pry and they listen. Once they have all the information they need, they set their plan in motion. Here are the different ways INFJs can take revenge. First, planning a cunning, hurtful prank. INFJs are one of the rarest personality types, so it can be hard to find someone who understands you. That's why INFJs love to prank their friends and family. They understand that sometimes the only way to get a reaction is to go behind their backs. One of the best ways to prank an INFJ is to plan something hurtful and cunning. They will study your every move, so make sure that what you do is unexpected and off-putting. For example, maybe you plant a fake letter in their mailbox accusing them of being lazy or incompetent. Or maybe you send them a video of themselves making a fool of themselves at an event they were planning on attending. Whatever you do, make sure it's calculated and mean-spirited, and you'll be sure to get a laugh out of your INFJ friend. Second, manipulating or coercing people into doing their bidding. INFJs often take revenge in a way that manipulates or coerces people into doing their bidding. They may use subtle messages or pressure to get what they want, or they may openly force their will on those around them. Regardless of the method, INFJs know how to get their revenge and hold onto it tightly. Third, sending hurtful messages through social media. INFJs have a deep well of compassion and care for others, which can make it difficult to take revenge. Instead, they may try to repair the damage done or forgive the offender. INFJs may also be more likely to seek out emotional support from friends and family in order to cope with their feelings. Fourth, sending secret love letters. INFJs take revenge in a variety of ways, some more subtle than others. One way INFJs take revenge is by secretly writing love letters that express their anger and resentment. These letters are often hidden away, waiting for the right time to be delivered. INFJs know that when the time is right, their love letters will have the desired effect on their victims. Fifth, making cruel comments about someone's appearance. INFJs take revenge in a few different ways. One way is to withdraw from the person and cut off all communication. This can be done out of spite or because the INFJ feels hurt and misunderstood. The second way is to make cruel comments about the person's appearance, which can be a way of hurting them emotionally as well as physically. This can be done intentionally or out of ignorance, but it always has the potential to hurt the victim deeply. Sixth, turning their back on someone who has been helpful or supportive. INFJs take revenge in a number of ways. One way is to turn their back on the person who has been helpful or supportive. This can be done in a number of ways, such as not returning phone calls, canceling meetings, or ignoring emails. INFJs may also lash out at the person in private, telling them how much they disapprove of them. In extreme cases where the betrayal is severe, an INFJ may even sue the person for damages. Seventh, making life difficult for the person they've targeted. INFJs take revenge in a number of ways. Some INFJs may intentionally avoid contact with the person they've harmed, choosing to stay away out of spite. Others may try to make their lives difficult by spreading negative gossip or sabotaging their work. Still others may engage in passive-aggressive behavior, such as refusing to lend an ear when the person they've hurt needs support, or showing up late for appointments without explanation. Eighth, taking things that don't belong to them, like possessions or loved ones. INFJs take revenge in many ways. One way is to take things that don't belong to them, like possessions or loved ones. They may use this as a way of punishing someone who has wronged them. INFJs also may manipulate people or circumstances so that they can get what they want. Ninth, threatening to harm themselves or others. INFJs often take revenge in a very indirect and subtle way. They may threaten to harm themselves or others in a way that is not immediately apparent. This type of revenge usually takes the form of implied threats or cryptic messages that are meant to harm someone's feelings or psyche. INFJs may also lash out at loved ones in an emotional way, refusing to talk to them or even spending time away from them. This type of revenge often involves inflicting pain on someone else in order to feel some sense of control or power over them. 10th, creating a scene, making a lot of noise or causing a disruption. INFJs often take revenge in the form of creating a scene. This can be done through making a lot of noise or causing a disruption. They may do this in order to get the person they are upset with to react in a way that allows them to take their anger out on someone else. INFJs may also do this in order to show their discontent and lack of acceptance. 11th, deliberately insulting or offending the person they're targeting. The INFJ takes revenge in a variety of ways. They may deliberately insult or offend the person they're targeting. They may also withdraw from social interactions or become increasingly reclusive. INFJs may also become rebellious or aggressive in their actions against the person they blame for their hurt feelings. 12th, making them feel guilty or ashamed. INFJs are often quick to forgive, but there are times when they want revenge. Revenge can be a way for the INFJ to feel as if they have been wronged and that someone is accountable. It can also be a way for the INFJ to feel as if they are in control. The method of revenge might depend on how much the INFJ feels hurt and how much anger they feel. One way that an INFJ might take revenge is by spreading rumors or gossiping about the person who wronged them. Another way is by refusing to cooperate with the person or by sabotaging their work. The INFJ may also criticize or ridicule the person behind their back. In extreme cases, an INFJ may even try to hurt or kill the person who hurt them. 13th, keeping a close eye on them, monitoring their every move. INFJs take revenge in a very personal way, often watching and monitoring their opponents closely in order to find any weakness. They may even go to great lengths to gather information on their opponent's private life, in the hope of gaining an advantage. If there is someone they are particularly angry with, INFJs may take out their anger on them by using any means necessary from sabotage to verbal attack. However, INFJs always take care to avoid harming innocent people or damaging innocent property. 14th, acting friendly and accommodating but secretly planning to turn on them at a later date. INFJs are often seen as the most friendly and accommodating people. However, beneath the surface, they are often planning to turn on their friends or loved ones at a later date. INFJs can be very calculating and conniving, and will often use their charm and good manners to get what they want. They may seem like allies until the moment they decide to betray you, and it can be difficult to trust them again. If you're ever hurt by an INFJ, it's important to remember that they may have had ulterior motives from the beginning. Be careful who you let into your life. INFJs can be very dangerous if they get angry enough. 15th, pretending to be their friend but secretly spreading rumors about them. One of the most common ways INFJs take revenge is by pretending to be their friend, but secretly spreading rumors about them. INFJs are often very sensitive and caring people, but when they feel wronged, they can become fierce and vengeful. As a result, it's important for INFJs to have friends who can understand and support them when things get tough. However, it's also important for them to remember that sometimes it's okay to stand up for themselves and their beliefs, even if that means taking revenge on those who have hurt them. 16th, sending anonymous letters or emails that contain embarrassing secrets. INFJs are often considered to be gentle and caring individuals. However, they can also be spiteful and vindictive when they feel wronged. One way that INFJs take revenge is by anonymously sending embarrassing secrets to the person or persons who wronged them. This can involve sending emails or letters containing embarrassing personal information, photos of private moments, or even recordings of private conversations. INFJs may also post these secrets online in order to humiliate their opponents. By doing this, INFJs hope to inflict pain and humiliation on their enemies, and ultimately prove that they are the superior beings. 17th, manipulating events so that the person they're targeting becomes embroiled in a difficult situation. INFJs are often very good at manipulating events so that the person they're targeting becomes embroiled in a difficult situation. They may do this intentionally or unintentionally, but either way it can create chaos and instability. INFJs are usually very clever and strategic, so they're often able to get what they want by playing the angles and working behind the scenes. This can be extremely frustrating for others, who may not understand what's going on or why things are happening the way they are. 18th, acting out in destructive ways, breaking things, storming out of meetings, becoming argumentative and confrontational. INFJs often take revenge in destructive ways such as breaking things, storming out of meetings or becoming argumentative and confrontational. They may feel that they have been wronged and need to lash out in some way. Alternatively, INFJs may feel a sense of betrayal or anger over being ignored or neglected. In any case, these actions can often prove very damaging to both the individual and those around them.